One of the most detrimental things that you can do for your long COVID recovery is overbreathing. Now, when I talk about overbreathing, I'm talking about fast, shallow hyperventilation. And what happens during that process is your body is offloading too much carbon dioxide. Now, I know what you're saying, that carbon dioxide has always been thought of as a toxic waste gas, but actually we need to optimize the CO2, the carbon dioxide in our body so that we can produce energy in our mitochondria. So when your CO2 is too low, and one of the ways it goes too low is by overbreathing, then your body is not able to function metabolically correctly. And we need our bodies absolutely ramped up and ready to recover. So once again, overbreathing will cause things like migraines, dizziness, lightheadedness, some of those things that we get on a daily basis. And probably the reason that that's happening is we are in the habit of overbreathing. The trauma, the anxiety, the panic that we feel, we revert to that overbreathing. And that is why Jackie and I focus in our courses on teaching slow, deep, and light breathing, or breathing less with, of course, our nose. And the other exercises that we coach over and over again is the hands cupping. It used to be the brown bag, but what happens with that is that when you exhale CO2, but if you've got your hands over your face, you cup that air, which has CO2 in it, and then you breathe it back in, therefore increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in your body. So things like migraines, dizziness, lightheadedness can all be alleviated by not overbreathing. Because what happens in those instances is when we overbreathe, that causes a constriction of our blood vessels up to our brain. So brain fog is another thing that we suffer with. So it gets back to this whole thing. How should we be breathing? How slowly should we be breathing? How much air should we be breathing? And how shouldn't we be breathing? Now, other ways that you can increase carbon dioxide in your body naturally is by drinking water with a little bit of baking soda in it, because baking soda is sodium bicarbonate, and also fizzy drinks. So the carbonation of a fizzy drink is actually, believe it or not, carbon dioxide. So fizzy water or soda water would be great things to use on a daily basis. There's something called CO2 baths. They used to be available in ancient Rome, which means you probably not have access to them. But some of the thermal baths that were in Europe for a long time were very high in carbon dioxide in the water. But you can certainly make your own carbon dioxide baths. There's probably things on the internet about it. So, like I said, the big thing though is to stop that overbreathing. I know it's easier said than done, but we have to focus on our recovery, and we all want to feel better. So learning how to breathe slowly, breathe less, breathe with our nose, and finding exercises that we can do so that we can increase the amount of carbon dioxide in our bodies.